White House looking into transferring Gitmo detainees to military sites in the states, but Republican Governor Nikki Haley of South Carolina and Governor Sam Brownback of Kansas telling the administration, not in our backyards. Katie, you say they better win this fight for all our sakes.
Yeah, we shouldn't bring terrorists who are foreign enemy combatants into the United States. And if we're going to bring them here, then why aren't we putting them in Nancy Pelosi's backyard? You know, I think that instead of shutting Gitmo down, we should be expanding Gitmo. We should also be using enhanced interrogation techniques to protect people here at home. And by the way, if they're going to put them into our prison systems here on our homeland, put them in general population, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, we're talking about the Naval Brig in South Carolina that Nikki Haley doesn't want them there. Sam Brownback at Fort Leavenworth, Charlie.
You're being facetious when you say put them in general population, right?
No, I think it would be great, actually.
I think it would be horrible. I mean, listen,
she's joking.
Because I agree with everything you said except for that, because the last thing we want to do is radicalize our own prisoners.
I don't think they'd have the chance. I don't think they'd have a chance.
I think they would. These are dangerous, dangerous people who, when they have been, when they're, you know, there is a radical degree, there's radicalism going on in our prisons as it is, and the last thing we want to do is mix them up in the general population. Listen, who wants more terrorists here at home? I mean, that's essentially what this is all about.
Right.
I mean, it boggles the mind why we need to bring them here.
And Ben, that's the issue is with these governors, they have to be concerned about essentially asking for a terror attack on the soil in their states by having those prisoners there.
Well, this is another one like Iran. Why does President Obama want it so badly? Because, at least in my view, he wants to eventually give Guantanamo Bay Naval Base back to his friend, Mr. Castro. Yeah. One gift from one socialist to another. That's the long-term plan.
Well, let's get the socialist on the panel. His opinion, Adam?
Okay.
The United States should be setting an example, you know, that we believe in justice all the time. So if we are holding a criminal, we should charge them with something. That said, if the governors of South Carolina and politicians in Kansas, South Carolina, don't want military bases in their states, we can always defund them. That
are
would
these
be
criminals?
one way
I don't think terrorists are criminals.
Terrorists.
Yeah, they deserve defunding because they don't want terrorists on their soil and the danger of terrorism. Scott?
Well, that's exactly what the left does, right? You dangle money and you take it away if they don't agree with you. I'll tell you what, though, you don't want these prisoners, these detainees, near infrastructure, near families. And certainly, look, going forward, Gitmo should be expanded. Katie's right. It was a success. We got good information out of it. Closing it down, sending these prisoners back to Yemen, to Uruguay, only puts the U.S. back at risk.
And I want to thank Katie and Charlie. Katie, you survived them.
I did.
You're going to get a reward for that. Major
We're sorry
rewards.
for him, Katie.
That's okay. We can handle it.
Thanks, guys. Stocks are pros like so much in all this turmoil that they're buying them with their own money, and they say you should too.